I once thought saving infinity would be the end of our story, that after defeating the nothing, the universe would rest. Finally safe. I was wrong. The nothing didn't die, it transformed. And so did we. When we reignited the source engine, it didn't just restore existence, it rewrote it. New stars bloomed overnight. Forgotten worlds returned. Time itself began again, but differently. There were echoes of realities that never were, overlapping like ripples in a cosmic pond. Infinity called it the renewal. But soon, something strange began to happen. People started remembering lives they never lived. Ships reported seeing their own reflections in space. Entire fleets, made of light and shadow, moving parallel to ours. It was as if the universe had duplicated itself, and something in the reflection was moving without us. The Keepers warned us first. The mirror realm is unstable, they said. Creation cannot hold two truths. And then, we received a signal. It wasn't from infinity. It wasn't from the Keepers. It was from us, another version of the Odyssey Prime. From the mirrored universe. Calling for help, we thought the nothing was gone. But it wasn't. It had crossed into the reflection, reborn as something new. The absence. The first time I saw the reflection fleet, I felt something deep inside me twist. Every ship, every signal, identical to ours, but inverted, hollow. Their captain was me, but his eyes were empty. He spoke through the comms, voice calm and broken. We saved infinity too, he said. But in doing so, we lost everything else. Their universe had collapsed inward, devoured by their own reflection of the source. They came to warn us, or perhaps to replace us. It was impossible to tell which. Captain Rhea, now the High Commander of the Infinity Guard, ordered full contact lockdown. The Keepers advised against merging timelines, fearing it would collapse both realities. But I couldn't shake the feeling that we were connected, that if we ignored them, we'd lose more than we could imagine. Against orders, I opened a private channel. You said you lost everything. I told my other self. What does that mean? He looked at me, tired beyond belief. We became what we fought. The absence isn't separate. It's us, the parts of humanity that infinity couldn't keep. Every fear, every doubt, every moment we refused to believe in ourselves. It took form. And then, before the signal ended, he said something that chilled me to the core. They're coming for your source next. The alarm sounded before I could even process it. The source engine pulsed violently, energy readings spiking beyond control. Space bent around us like glass under pressure. The absence had found us. They didn't arrive with ships or weapons. They arrived as echoes, our own thoughts, projected into the stars. Every fear we'd ever buried became real. The fleet turned on itself, half driven mad by whispers from their own minds. Infinity's voice echoed weakly. The reflection must be reconciled. That was when I realized what it wanted. The only way to save both universes was to merge them, to unify the real and the reflected. But doing so meant facing everything we were afraid to become. The battle that followed was unlike anything imaginable. The sky turned inside out, galaxies folding like origami. Every ship became both light and shadow. I saw Rhea fighting her own reflection. Two versions of her clashing in a blur of fire and lightning. And in the center of it all, the absence stood waiting, wearing my face. It spoke inside my head, calm and relentless. You cannot destroy what you deny. I understood then. The absence wasn't evil. It was everything we'd left behind. The doubts, the guilt, the forgotten regrets. It was the price of perfection. I stepped forward, reaching through the storm. You're not my enemy, I said. You're me. For a moment, everything went silent. The stars froze. My reflection stared back, eyes glimmering with infinite sadness. Then he smiled. Finally, the two of us merged, not with pain, but with peace. I felt every choice I'd ever made, every fear I'd ever run from, and in accepting them, the absence began to fade. The mirrored universe collapsed inward, folding into ours. The source blazed brighter than ever. Infinity spoke once more. You have unified what was divided. Creation breathes again. The war was over. The reflection faded, leaving behind a single stable universe, one where the past and future could coexist. The keepers dissolved into light, their purpose fulfilled. Infinity no longer spoke as a voice, but as a presence, living through us. Captain Rhea disbanded the Infinity Guard, though we both knew the story wasn't over. Creation never ends. It only changes form. I returned to Earth, or what was left of it. Oceans shimmered with bioluminescent life. New constellations filled the night. Humanity had evolved, some born with fragments of infinity within them, able to see echoes of other worlds. Children called it the gift of light. And me? I became a teacher again, not of stars or maps, but of stories. Because somewhere, deep down, I knew the next generation would need to remember that even infinity has lessons to learn. Years passed. Peace returned, until one night, as I stood beneath the twin moons of a reborn Earth, the sky shimmered. A pulse of light rippled through space, faint but undeniable. Infinity was speaking again, but this time, it wasn't a warning. It was an invitation. You have restored balance. Now, come and see what lies beyond creation. And above me, the stars began to move, rearranging into a doorway made of pure light. The journey wasn't over. It never is, because for humanity, infinity isn't the end. It's where we begin again.